Here we are at our example 2 from our 4.3, number 3 set of notes. We're going to take our A value 1 and our C value 90, and we're going to multiply those together to get a list for 90. Fortunately, we already have that list from the previous problem. And so what we're going to be looking then at is at B value negative 1, such that from this list right here, because it's the same list from before, combine to give us that negative 1. So which of those two pairs combine to give us negative 1? Well, we notice that we're still going to use that 9 and 10, just like we did from example 1. All right, and so what we're going to do then is we're going to have 10p and 9p. And this time, in order to get that negative 1 that we want right here in the middle, the 10 has to be negative and the 9 has to be positive. And just for the sake of good measure, I went ahead and I flipped the two order of these just so that you can kind of see that when you factor by grouping, that order is not really going to matter much. Now that p squared, we're going to go ahead and drop down. Likewise, that negative 90, we're going to go ahead and drop down. And now we're going to go ahead and split these up in half, just like we did with example 1, and then look at each part individually. So p squared minus 10p, the biggest thing that we could factor out of there is a p. And what we're left with then is that p minus 10 when we factor him out of both parts. In the second set, we have 9p minus 90. We're going to go ahead and factor out a 9 that they both share. So you have 9 times p minus 10 when we do that. And again, that's a positive 9 that we pulled out. Now, rewriting these, you're factoring out this p minus 10 because they both have it to be able to give. And then you're left then with this p plus 9 when you factored it out. So some students, they generally ask, do I even have to show this step right here that you're pulling out the p minus 10? The answer is no. Just as long as you know, hey, I'm looking at my p minus 10, and that is one set together right here. And then the leftover as one set together. You can do that. I think it's better if you do see, oh, I'm factoring out that p minus 10 in the future for your math career, but you don't have to, okay? But again, though, that is example 2 from our 4.3, number 3 set of notes.